That's serious.
I am a
Big
sucker for a
deal.
good cover song, for a good like
Mhm.
reimagining, especially taking something that's a little downbeat, making it a little more up. I
Mhm.
really like
Man,
Me
that
too.
sounds like what we do at Dreamweaver. We take an event where people gather that might be a little bit more downbeat and make it more upbeat and ridiculous. And we're also known for our extended and rambling introductions. That music was inspired by Kristen and my recent trip to Dollywood, which we recommend to all of our viewers.
Wait, you guys
For,
went to Dollywood?
we went
We
to
went to
Dollywood.
Dollywood.
This is
For
the
Donate.
first
those
time hearing of it.
Yeah.
for those who are not aware what Dollywood is, it's a theme park that is dedicated to Dolly Parton, and it was formed by Dolly Parton, taken over from an older theme park which had much less favorable themes. And from 1961, it was a little
It was a little Confederate.
apologist
It was a
of the
little Confederate
Confederacy.
apology.
Oh,
are
boy.
are there still remnants of that around?
It's
No,
been pretty well
I don't think so.
updated. I would say it's fully Dollywood, and it was great. And that
Gotta
was,
say, yeah, quick plug for
please,
Dollywood.
yeah,
I'm sure they're all watching.
Dollywood.com.
Fun con.
Beautiful, beautiful theme park, very fun, gorgeous, gorgeous. Pigeon Forge, absolutely stunning, beautiful.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Pigeon Forge.
I did a Google Maps look at it at some point this week.
Did I send you the pictures and the video I took of our cabin? I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. You know what? We'll post it in the comments of this.
Can we just look at it now, just right before we?
We could. Yes, ostensibly we are a dramatic improv troupe. However, sometimes we just discuss our own lives, which isn't that the biggest drama of all. But in reality, we do a 2-act play based on suggestion of an event that people will gather at. And that's what we're going to do for you this evening. There's some great suggestions for our show today and for our show tomorrow. I'm going to toss a few out and we'll see what people are interested in and vibing with. We have a few good ones. Black Friday sale is the first one. We have a charity gala, flash mob, a marathon finish line, science fair, and a cat cafe. But I don't feel like doing a cat cafe because I don't want to. So what else do people like? And anybody else has veto power? It's egalitarian here in Dreamweaver.
I like charity gala.
Charity gala?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This will be my first charity gala. I'm so excited.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
Yeah,
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's got to be it.
Yeah.
We'll drop the link to Highwire's donation page in the chat, given this is the charity gala. And yeah, this is a charity gala by Dreamweaver.
Okay. Here we go. This will be my 15th charity gala to date. One might say that they call me Charity Kathy, because I just keep forming charities and having these galas to celebrate them, and obviously bring in tons. I mean, we're just swimming in dollar bills at the end of these galas. I do have a lot of connections here in Mobile, Alabama. So, and there's not many to make, but I made them, and well, we'll see where this charity gala takes us, but I'm looking forward to it.
Oh boy, I'm a little nervous. The first time she's brought me along to one of her charity galas, and I feel like it's a big step for our relationship. And I'm a little bit of a fish out of water here, in many ways. I've only been in Alabama for 2 years, and I've never been to a charity gala, and I have not met Kathy's family. Also, I just am generally uncomfortable in most situations. So I'm just going to try and lay low, support Kathy, maybe hand out some food and some plates, and we're just going to maintain. It's the name of the game. Yeah.
Hey y'all, it's me. I'm Cheryl Lynn. I am the caterer du jour here in beautiful Mobile, Alabama, and I am so excited to get to work this, beautiful charity event. This is actually my first charity event that I've ever made food for. Because I'm just getting started in the last couple of years, and you really got to work your way up in the catering. What? What? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I heard that man speaking to me. No, you really have to work your way up in the catering world. You have to start, with like picnics and like school events, like elementary school events. But to be doing a charity event this early in my career, this is make or break for me, honestly. I'm so excited. Oh.
Yeah, I'm Jordash. I'm Kathy's niece. I come and I support in the charity gala for the past 10 years. This is my 11th year, and I pretty much just tidy up everything as it goes. If there's a fight in the lake, I break it up and I pull everybody out. Yeah, there's absolutely fights. There's absolutely fights. People are here for charity, but really, they're kind of here for themselves. It's not just charity. It's a gala for charity. It's they want to get just be fancy, and I'm here to pick up after them. So I'll be behind the curtain, literally for the most part, kind of near the silent auction.
My name is R. Gary Pickford. My daughter Kathy drags me to this gala every year, and she tells me it's going to be a fun time, that there's going to be good food, but there's not much I can eat with a fork here. It's finger foods. I'm really don't feel like I belong, but I like to I like to I like to support my daughter. I like to give her some enthusiastic nudges once in a while, and then she's doing a good thing. She's doing a good thing. You know, it's not going to paint my fence no matter what happens here. So I'm just gonna I'll bid early on some silent auction items that I know I'll get outbid on, and then I'll drive through the Checkers on the way home and get a double cheeseburger and fries.
Yes. So I'm just this charity gala is going to be a little bit different than last year's charity gala and the years prior. Pardon me, I'm dropping into my accent again. It's a little embarrassed, and I try to get out of it when I left Mobile to go to college, but here it is back again, back home, But this charity gala is actually to benefit the Women's Hat Society. It's a particular to Mobile, Alabama, because the women who wear hats are actually veterans from the United States Army. And so they wear these big hats to represent the fact that they're veterans. And so we're trying to give back to them, right? We're trying to give back because they just, they get forgotten about. So I mean, we'll see. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. Oh, wow.
Well, things are just easier when Kathy and I met at Marquette. And I didn't realize how much of a culture shock it was going to be. I thought college was going to be the culture shock, but coming down here with her, oh boy. I guess I've got some things for the auction, but I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing here. So I don't know. I'm really real nervous about. I don't know whether to call him Gary or Mr. Pickford or R or Kathy's dad, but I don't know. I'm not looking forward to talking to him. We had one interaction back in college, and it was not a good one.
As a veteran of the armed forces, it is extra important for me that I'm not only representing the South and food and my own catering business. I am representing the entire military here today, and Mobile, Alabama, we are home to quite a few former veteran active service duty, Navy, Marines, all of them. They're just all here. They're all here in beautiful Mobile, Alabama. Now listen, Bobby, don't you put them chicken wings there. Put them over by the coleslaw. Those go over by the coleslaw. People gotta listen to me. It's all about the staging, is what I was trying to say. Sorry, I'm a little bit bamboozled today, but that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna get right here.
It's just all about looking nice and pretending that everything is nice. And really, this is a big just tax write-off, and people like puke in plants, and then I have to go and rinse off the plants. It's a whole mess. No, I'm not excited. It's just I get paid to do this, and I stay on Kathy's good side, and Kathy knows how to do Christmas. I want to keep going to Aunt Kathy's for Christmas. She really she does it up. Makes all the treats. Just come sometime.
Now she knows not to do this on a Saturday because I am not missing Tide football on account of this auction gala charity thing. But even if it's an away game, I need the whole day to prepare, to experience, and then to recover. But it's the Friday where East Mobile is playing South Lafayette. And the players for the Tide just don't just appear. They don't just appear. They play in high school. We got to see what's coming through the pipeline. And I'm here because they got this quarterback I think is going to be the real deal. And I know he's a 15-year-old freshman, but I got to know what's happening. And I'll put my phone down. I see you looking at me. I'm gonna put my phone down, and yeah.
Geraldine, you gotta
Oh,
straighten
boy.
out
I
the
It's just I feel like
just-
somebody has there's a
All the
I just feel like
that
I
I shouldn't
have
have to be here for the whole thing to support
She's
her.
We're gonna give
doing
everybody
that.
Like, just
poisoning by the end of
track.
this.
it's
You
not
know,
Not
like
really
the
my scene.
money they
Women in
spend,
the
I'm
big
here
house.
and
They did not
cost
I'm just this
ratio. It's just
guy,
there's got to
and
be a better
I don't
way
know,
to do it than this.
I'm intimidated by women in hats. That's all.
Cut to Gary and Cheryl over by the buffet table.
So
What's wrong, Gary?
I'm,
Gary, I cannot have you getting all nervous around me today. This is a very big day for me.
I just want to know. I see the wings. There's actually wings that I'm happy you took that note from last year.
Of course.
Are there wet wipes or so are we just gonna go with cloth napkins? I'm better with a wet wipe. I don't like to admit that.
Okay, darling, listen to me right now.
Okay.
There are wet wipes, okay? But I am not going to have you walking around wiping your face and wiping your hands all over a wet wipe in front of all of these fancy people, okay? If you think you're going to have a problem with the amount of sauce on your face, you need to go to the bathroom, Gary, okay? I'm not having a repeat. This is a big day for me, Gary.
I know it is. It's a big day for lots of people here. I just want to have, so I'll go sit at the table and I'll eat the wings and then I'll clean my hands with the wet wipe at the table.
Yes.
And then I'll get up. And
Yes.
And
And just eat one
learned,
wing at a time, Gary. You don't need to
I
double
know.
fist.
No, I do not need it. I learned my lesson, okay?
Okay.
They're fabulous nurses in the ER. They got that chicken bone out, but I don't want to see them again. Not
No.
unless it's on social call.
No, and baby, they don't want to see you either. Okay, so you just eat them. You just eat them chicken wings one at a time. Now, what's wrong, Gary? What else is going on with you? Because you look stressed.
They're okay. There's a lot of hats, and I don't know how fancy. I can't tell what the fanciest. is the big hats the fancy ones?
Yes.
Is it how many flowers that's on it? Is it what I
Okay.
who
Gary, just
yeah,
assume that all the hats are fancy. Okay.
okay.
Just assume they're fancy. Other way, you go to the
I'm
bathroom, you go outside and you look at the fish in the pond. They're koi fish. They're really pretty. I thought you'd like
there.
them.
All right, Miss Sherilyn, I'll do that if you think the
So
fish will calm it down. I'll go look
I
at the
think
fish.
looking at some nice fish in a nice pond is good for anybody's disposition. No, but Gary, you don't have to call me Miss Cheryl. Anybody's disposition. No, but Gary, you don't have to call me Miss Cheryl Lynn. Just call me Cheryl.
All right, Miss Sherilyn, I'll do that.
Okay? Just call me
All right,
Cheryl. It's
all
okay.
right, all right.
Gary,
Listen,
just
I know,
go ahead, baby.
I know. I just like to show respect. I know I'm older than you, and you should be showing respect to me. But you're putting on this thing, and that's hard.
Gary, I can't wait to show respect to you when you give me a reason to. Okay. But
Oh!
listen,
If you
I'm
weren't
just
wearing a hat, I'd be upset. But it seems like you got a position of power, and I can't.
Gary, I'm just being funny. Of course, I respect you. Okay. Just because I'm wearing this big fancy hat doesn't mean I'm not the same old Cheryl Lynn. Okay. I might just
Okay.
treat you like you always treat me, except
All
a
right, I
little
will.
nicer because this is a really big day for me. Okay.
I know. I just want to make Kathy happy. I just want to make sure she knows that her daddy is here to support. That's all I
I
want.
know. And she knows that. And everybody knows how much you love her. And I think the best thing you can do for all of us here today is to just, you know, stay out of the way. Okay. So you just sit at your table and you eat. And what? What's wrong?
You know I'm not good at staying out of the way. That's
I
not my
know.
thing.
I know, darling, but just, like I said, if you feel like you're about to, I don't know, walk up to the mayor and tell him that old fishing story from when you were in a fraternity.
Because he was lying. He was lying. His fish was not that big. I don't give a damn. I do not care if Scooter is mayor because I still call him Scooter. I don't care everybody else calling him Charles. He did not catch the biggest fish that summer. I did.
Okay, darling. Okay. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. If you feel this coming on, if you feel this propensity to talk about your old college stories rising up from inside of you, you just go outside and you look at those koi.
All right. I could have gone pro, both with the fishing and the football.
Oh, darling.
Yeah, I could
A
have.
pro fisherman in Mobile, Alabama. Come on. Oh.
Nobody believes in me.
Oh.
Cut to Kathy and Jordash at the silent auction table. So all the pens are in place. I am wearing a hat as instructed. I did check all the pins. They do all work this time. So I'd say I'm doing a pretty good job. Top niece. Christmas is in 2 months.
Jordash,
Hmm.
I'm sorry. I'm just a little bit worried about Cheryl Lynn.
Oh.
I haven't seen her in
You want me to check
like
on
the
her?
last 2 hours. I'm just a little bit worried because she was doing wings this year for
Is she in the
whatever, God knows
bathroom?
what reason. Wings are so dirty. I don't know. But did you check on Cheryl Lynn? Because that was first on your list. Check on Cheryl Lynn and make sure that she's,
Oh.
you know how she is with, she fell and
Get stuff done.
she's just never been right since.
No, I don't think I knew that, Aunt Kathy. That's
Well, it was on the list. It was on the list that I emailed to you. Do you check email? I swear,
Yes, yes.
Jordash. Do you check your email?
Yeah, I'll check my email. No,
No,
I
no,
know
no,
what
I
I
don't
meant
want you
was
to
that
check
I
it
did
now. I wanted you to check it 3 weeks ago
Oh.
when I get Jordash. I love you, hon, but
3
you are
weeks
not cut
ago?
out for this job.
Listen,
That's what-
No, Aunt Kathy, I've done this for 10 years. I mean, I've got all the pens down. All of them work except this one, which is why
No,
I'm
you've
holding
done
on
this.
to this
You've
one and
done
not
this for
letting go
10
of this
years
one.
because your
Oh, it's
mama has
sticky.
told me to do this. I mean, she's downright blackmailed me sometimes to to keep you on. But honey, I mean,
Oh.
how old are you now? Like 26?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
27 in 3 months, 1 month after
Okay.
Christmas.
Okay. And I'm sure you have a
Mhm.
bright future ahead of you doing something. I don't know.
Mhm.
You used to draw those birds all the time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I like
Well,
drawing those birds. Yeah.
you did.
Yeah,
And
owls
you,
and cranes and
okay. And
yeah,
yeah.
the black caps.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's,
The,
yeah,
uh-huh.
it's
The
pretty cool.
feathers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And what are you doing now? You're not drawing birds, are you?
No, because this is the pen that doesn't work. That's why I'm holding on to it. And Kathy, I'm holding on to this one because it does not work and it is sticky, which reminds me I need to wash my hands.
Okay.
That's why
Honey,
I'm holding
honey,
on to it. Hmm.
you need a pen? I got a pen. I can give you another pen.
No, this is an extra pen. I grabbed enough so that there would be extras because something is always done. It is sticky though. You don't want this pen. You don't want this pen at Kathy. This
No, I don't
one's-
want the pen. Throw the pen away, Jordash. Throw the pen away. Throw it away.
Okay, that does make sense. That's why you're in charge, Aunt Kathy. That's why you run the best everything.
Okay. I don't have time.
Everything in
Okay.
town.
So first things first,
Mhm.
please check on
Mhm.
Kathy. Just Cheryl Lynn. I just don't know. I'm a little worried about her. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And then please make
Okay.
sure that my father has his sports stats up to date throughout the hour. Otherwise, he gets real upset. He shouldn't be here anyway, but he insists on coming every
Was
freaking
this in the
time.
email that you sent? Because I don't know if you sent it to the right Jordash. Sometimes you put an A in there where there's not an A, like a Majar.
Jordan, I sent it to the same email that the whole family sends you emails for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Is that what you never contribute anything because you don't get the email? I swear. Oh, you kids, I
Did I
swear.
spell my
You
own
only
name?
communicate via text and text and text.
Yeah, I
Right.
have a $15 off from online bookstore.
Okay, Jordash, that is not of my concern right now. Where are you right here? Jordash, look at my eyes. Are you here? Or where are you right now?
Well, I'm
Tell me
checking
where
my
you are.
emails, so I'm kind of in a
No, physically tell me where you are right now.
there's 80% off.
Jordash, look at my eyes and don't look away until I tell you you can look away. Look at my eyes. You look at my eyes? Take your
Mhm.
take your hand down.
Is it?
Open your eyes. Are you high?
I might be.
Oh my God. Are you
It's
kidding me right now? Did you take something or did you smoke something?
No, Kathy, I would never just take something.
So then you smoked something.
I smoked something. Yes, I did.
Oh my.
But it's stress. I don't want to pick up on all of your stress vibes. I'm supposed to be supporting you during this, and the best way I can do that is to loosen my vibes a little bit. Just smoke a little before so that I can take in what you have to give off, and I can just hold it.
Jordash,
Like
I
a
cannot believe
ripple
you right now.
extending out in the pond.
No.
I did put a rope up around the pond so that
I-
people shouldn't be getting in it this time.
Well, why did you put a rope? That is not our pond to put a rope around.
That's
Jordash.
not our pond. What?
No, you cannot put a rope around that pond. The owners of that pond are going to come and attack me. You cannot touch that pond. I said that in my 5th email. I swear to God, Jordash, I told you.
Back at the
Not touch it. You're not
emails.
touching that pond.
Look, I've got submissions are open for season 5, and I've got
Season 5 of what?
my final balance was due on my trip.
Jordash, where are you? Jordash, I need you to go outside. I need you to drink
I
some
think
water.
I'm
I need
going-
you to drink some coffee. I need you to just stay away from me right now because I am just I'm about to explode right now, honey.
Cut to Gary and Mickey out back looking at the coins.
I think she said they're called toy fish because they're so tiny.
Before we get into that, I wanted to just, apologize for our first impression at Marquette Master's Program Parents and Students Weekend. I didn't realize that you wanted to see the men's football, and I got us tickets for the women's soccer, and I'm sorry. And I don't know what to call you, so I'm just going to call you Pa.
Once again, you made the wrong choice, son.
What? Oh.
And that son is a colloquialism. Yeah, I do know big words. It's not an invitation to call me Pap or Pappy.
Okay.
My name is R. Gary. You can call me R or Gary.
Okay, R. Gary.
I'll take it.
So yeah, toy. I think they're koi fish.
Koi, that doesn't make any sense, but I'm gonna call them toy fish because
Okay.
I'm gonna call them toy fish because some people think I'm dumb, and I like that sometimes. And sometimes it's just fun for people to correct me. I don't know. People never take me seriously because I'm a guy who looks like a Gary, but I got R in front of my name to make me sound a little more fancy.
So did you just put it there?
No, my mom and daddy did. My name's Robert Gary.
Robert. Okay, Robert Gary.
No, do not call me Robert Gary.
Our Mr. Pickford.
I'll take that.
I like your daughter. And I'm sorry, this is not the right time to say that.
It's about the smartest thing you've said this whole conversation, son.
Okay, I'm good at just staying out of the way, so I'm just gonna stand here and we can watch the fish.
They
I've
try
been
to get me.
trying.
They try to get me to stay out of the way, but I'm really good at making a mess of things.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna tell you a secret. I'm gonna tell you a secret. So you should know that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes I make a mess of things on purpose just for fun.
What?
Not here, not tonight. I wouldn't do that. I would not do that to Kathy. No. But sometimes I might just do something silly, make it look like here's an accident, but I did it just to see what people would do. It's an experiment of sorts. What do they do? I never like gone to a restaurant and seen koi on the menu, so they don't serve that purpose.
I think they just get bigger so people can talk about it.
Like football players.
No, I think they get bigger so they can hit harder.
Y'all need to get away from this pond. There's a fence around it. There's not supposed to be, but y'all need to step away from it. I don't care how we're related. I am sent here on authority to get you away from it because it's not ours.
We're not
That's-
related.
I seen you buck naked, Jordash. You ain't gonna tell me what to do.
It's not our pond.
I seen that girl. She fired at me. She got spit fire in her. I like her.
Who
Her
was
daddy. That is Jordash. She's my great niece. Her daddy.
that? Oh,
Her daddy is my son, Gary R. Pickford. And
what?
yeah,
Oh,
he's Gary Robert. He's Gary Robert because
wait.
I'm gonna tell you another secret. All right, go with your question.
His email. Oh, I've been sending emails.
To him. Yeah, I'll finish your sentence for you, son. But anyway, the thing about Gary R. Pickford is, so he was born, and I could tell that he did not look very smart. So I said, no, I am not. I am
Too late.
not. Okay, all right. Don't interrupt me. I'm telling the story here.
I'm sorry.
All right.
I was
Here's the
just thinking
thing.
about those emails. No, that's okay. You can tell me the story.
So you sent emails to my son, and his name is Gary R. Pickford, and I named him that because he coming out as mama, he looks stupid, and so I named him Gary R. because I didn't want him to have the exact same name as me, even though there's a lot of pressure to name him Junior. So he's a dummy, but Jordash is his daughter, and she's all right. She's not bad, little girl.
Okay. I didn't remember much of that.
Mickey,
Yeah. Yeah.
Mickey, I need you to come inside and help me move these eyes.
The eyes?
I need you to help me move the eyes to put it under the shrimp and over the shrimp a little bit so that shrimp don't go bad.
Oh,
People
okay.
don't get poisoned.
Okay.
You need me to start eating shrimp so it doesn't go bad? I can do that.
Darling Gary, why are you
Yeah.
out here? Were you looking at the koi?
Yeah, you told me.
Okay, well, is it because you were feeling weird? Is it because you were not feeling good?
No, it's because every time I went near a table, people look at me funny like I was going to do something wrong. So I'm going to go look at them fish.
Okay, well, that is a good impulse, Gary. I'm very proud of you for coming out here instead of, causing a bunch of trouble. Thank you, Gary. Thank you for respecting that. Gary, Mickey, can you come in and help me with this eyes?
Okay.
Okay, and we'll leave Gary here to look at the koi. I don't know.
Okay.
Gary,
Okay,
you just stay out here as long as you need.
Okay.
I'll stay. No women in hats out here.
Daddy.
Oh, Kathy, baby, how you
Daddy,
doing?
You cannot be out here by this pond. This pond is you
Sure.
can't be by the pond.
Miss Sherilyn told me to come stand by the pond.
Miss Cheryl Lynn is not right in the head right now. Okay, you just need to trust me on that. You need to step away from the pond. The pond is not ours, Daddy. Daddy, are you okay?
Yeah,
I have
just
Yardash giving you the sports stats every hour.
yeah, George. She's doing good. She knows how to do things. She's good. She doesn't like it. She doesn't like it when I tell her I seen her running naked as a child, though.
Well, I wouldn't like that either, Daddy. I wouldn't say that.
I seen you naked as a child too.
I know, and you bring that up more than is comfortable. So we just need to let that go, okay?
It's just that it's a way to assert authority. That you should tell anybody you've seen naked as a child. You should tell them that, and it puts them in their place.
I'm not going to do that, Daddy. I can't talk about this right now. I really need you to come away from the pond. I know you like the koi, okay? But Daddy, for my sake, for Kathy's sake.
Are they called koi or toy? I don't know which one.
They're koi. Koi, K-O-I, koi. Okay. Daddy, how are you? Thank you so much.
I'm good.
Thank you so much for being at
it means the world to me. It means the world to me to see you doing good.
Yeah. Okay.
I just wish there weren't so many hats, Kathy. It's I don't know whether to bow or kneel down.
Don't do that. Don't bow. Don't kneel down. Just act like the normal people. And you know what you can say, Daddy? You know what you can say? You can say thank you for your service. Okay, because the veterans, they served time.
They're veterans.
Yes, they fought for our country.
Oh, you just said serve time. I thought you meant like prison veterans, but they're like Army veterans.
No, what time? I said prison veteran.
Well, you said they served time, darling. That sounds like prison.
Oh, okay. I can understand the confusion there. I can understand.
All right. Okay. I'm good. There's wings, and Miss Sherilyn there she is. She told me how to keep my face clean, and we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine as long as East Mobile get a fucking pass rush. I'm sorry, I swore in front of your hat.
Okay, I'm praying on Sherilyn, I have been looking all over for you.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna go inside. All right?
Okay, you remember what I told you, Gary?
I remember, Miss Sherilyn.
Okay. I told Gary if he started feeling overwhelmed, like he was going to mess everything up or cause a scene, to just come out here and stare at these beautiful koi fish because they'd be calming, like real zen-like.
No, I cannot. Okay, Cheryl, I cannot have him standing by the pond. Can I have anybody standing by the pond? No.
Why?
Because the pond is owned by the Thompsons, okay? And the Thompsons told me specifically, not anybody, Kathy, not anybody can come near our pond. We will sue you, Kathy. We will sue the living hell out of you. Excuse my language. But they said that. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
I sent an email. I sent an email to everybody, and I CC Daddy on that. He doesn't know how to check email, but I see that.
Did it go to my phone?
It went to your email, Sherilyn. Your email. You can check your email on your phone or on the computer.
Oh, I got Starbucks rewards.
No, keep going.
How far back should I go?
I
Sally
sent
Mae's messaging me. They must want me to go back to school.
Well, I don't know if that's they email everybody. I think that's just something they just.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, how's everything? Is everything to your liking? I put a lot of planning and effort into this because I know it was a real classy event.
Yeah, Sherilyn, I appreciate everything you do, and we've been friends for so long, and I love the heck out of you.
I love you too so much.
Oh.
You're like a second mother to me.
Oh, that's too much. That's so nice. Okay.
You're like if my mother died, like real tragic, and
Mhm.
you like took me in as like a small child of like 6 or 7 and then raised me.
Well, that's really dark, Sherilyn. I don't know if your mother would appreciate that. Now, I'm not going to tell you, Mommy, you said that. Okay. I'm not going to tell you said that, but I appreciate the words. I do appreciate them.
Okay.
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 All right. Now, Sherilyn, I do need to know why'd you do wings?
Because everybody likes wings.
Oh, Sherilyn, I cannot with you right now.
Cut to the day after with Gary and Kathy.
I said I'm sorry. Listen,
Daddy, I'm going to be
I-
sued.
I-
I'm
all
going to
right,
be out of business. I'm never going to run a charity again. I'm done.
East Mobile has not beaten South Lafayette in 11 years.
Daddy, why is that
And-
what you care about right now?
And when Jordash told me that they had an interception on the last play to run back for the winning touchdown, I don't know, just flipping that table over seemed like the most acceptable way to celebrate.
Daddy,
I'm sorry that those women soldiers had to take the brunt of it. I'm just sorry about that.
you broke the woman's foot, Daddy. The woman's foot. Okay? Now, for all I know, she could have had arthritis in that foot too. So probably gonna be a double sue, more medical bills that I have to pay on behalf of you, Daddy.
She did.
I
She did.
told you not to come to these things no more.
She did 3 tours in Afghanistan without a scratch. 15 minutes with me and breaks her foot.
Dad, I don't need to. I don't need to.
Sorry, I get excited. It's the kid's coming to play for the Tide next year, and I just thought, wow, what if he does that against Auburn or Mississippi or LSU?
Do you understand the severity of the situation right now? Right?
I'm sorry. I got some more bad news. Honey. Mr. Pickford. When I was putting the ice under the shrimp, like Sherilyn was telling me, well, some of the shrimp rolled down the hill into the pond, and the koi, they ate the shrimp, and all the koi are dead, and the Thompsons, the Thompsons are suing. I guess it turns out they were raising those koi for competition, and so it's another lawsuit.
What?
Oh my God!
What the
I'm
hell
sorry.
kind of fish competition? You can catch those with your bare hands. There doesn't need to be no sort of competition.
Apparently, it's a decorative competition. You grow like the growing the prettiest koi.
That's stupid.
Oh my God!
I
Y'all
agree.
realize there's going to be no more charities after this, okay?
I'm sorry.
Those Thompsons told me explicitly nobody come near the pond. And what did each of you do? You went right into the pond. I saw each of you by the pond.
Listen. I was near the pond, but my problem happened in the room, not by the pond.
Well, thank you.
Iced tea.
Thank you, Jordash. Thank you very much.
Coffee.
Jordash,
So
stop serving
I just-
drinks. The charity's over. It's over.
Well, I just thought we could all
Hey, y'all see my crystal glassware? I'm sorry, Jordash. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Well, I just wanted to say first, it would be nice for us all to just have a drink, a nice beverage to cool our heads. Second, I put that rope fence up around the pond to keep people away from it, and then I had to take it down. That is all I want to say on the matter.
I stepped over that little rope fence. That's not gonna stop me.
Yeah,
Those
the
fish
shrimp
are
just
pretty.
rolled under it.
Those fish are pretty, I'll tell you that. But like I
Now
said,
they're dead.
my problem happened inside the room, not by the pond. My time by the pond was strictly a success, I will say, because I learned a few things, and then I went inside, and then the interception happened, and I broke Staff Sergeant Peckerford's foot.
Listen,
I
has
just
anybody
just
seen
doing
my
what I was
crystal
told.
my crystal punch bowl? Has
No,
anyone seen my crystal punch bowl?
No, sorry.
no.
Well, we gotta
Sherilyn.
find it.
Sherilyn, it's in the back.
Where?
It's in the back by the flowers. The flowers, Sherilyn. I sent you a text
Flowers?
message. I said your big punch bowl's in the back by the flowers. I sent you a text message about that
Well,
about 10 minutes ago.
Listen, I know my daughter is facing at least 2 lawsuits, maybe more, coming out of all this. But Sherilyn, I just want to say that the rub on those wings was perhaps the finest I've ever tasted in my life. And
Thank you.
that really just that was the highlight of the night. And yeah, I just want to say that.
Oh my
Right
God.
before I broke the good staff sergeant's foot, she was saying herself that she was enjoying those wings also. And you know what else she liked? She liked the pigs in a blanket. I thought that was a nice touch because they were classy but simple.
I don't think that any pig in a blanket nor a rub is going to save me from the lawsuit that I'm going to face.
Kathy,
What,
Kathy.
Sherilyn? What? I'm
Kathy.
sorry. What?
I'm sorry,
darling, what?
Kathy. Do
What?
you want me to make you a lasagna?
No, I don't want a lasagna.
Okay,
Sherilyn.
but
I can cook
whatever-
myself. Thank you.
Listen, whenever something bad happens to somebody, like a death or a breakup or the dissolution of their reputation and business, I make them a lasagna.
Okay. Well, Sherilyn, that's really not going to help. Food is not going to help.
I really think a lasagna would help. Just
I'll make
if
you one
if
too.
you have one.
Jordash,
Yeah.
Lasagna would help.
Jordash, I need you to splash a cup of water in your face and just go stand in the corner so nobody can see you.
Kathy.
Listen,
talk to
I'm
your-
gonna go to my van and I'm gonna pull out a couple of frozen lasagnas I keep on reserve, and I'll just defrost them in the oven at 350 real quick, and then I'll bring out a plate for everybody. How about that?
That sounds good. Kathy,
I'm just gonna wait here.
you're just so mean to Jordash, who does such a good job. I think she's done a fantastic job taking care of all the details here. I saw her running around last night all night. I saw, you think you're gonna get sued by Staff Sergeant Peckerford, but Jordash was calming her down and talking to her, and I think there might be a way to talk some sense into her.
I'm sorry. It's just Jordash. It's just she's high. She came to this event high, like on drugs.
Well, maybe that's why she kept a level head, and you were running around like a chicken with your head cut
Daddy,
off.
are you serious right now? Who are you?
Don't talk to her like
Mickey,
that.
Mickey, what do you have to say to this? Mickey, say something.
I'm just happy to be here.
What the? Have you served any purpose of being here besides rolling the shrimp down the hill?
Look at you! You're yelling at everybody. That's you set the tone at the beginning by being anxious and
I got that.
dumpy. And Jordash, she's cool and mellow, and maybe
Chilling.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. When I caught that fish that was bigger than the goddamn mayor's fish damn scooter, I was high as a kite.
I don't, Daddy, this is beyond the point. Jordash, it's not
No, it's
funny.
not.
It's not. You
It's
see, you're
not.
making it. I'm
It's-
leaving. You know what? I'm leaving. I'm
Oh.
going to go find money and I'm going to go find new employees because y'all suck. Okay.
Okay,
Aw.
Granny, I got that
apologize, but y'all
lasagna in
suck.
the oven. I got that
Oh.
lasagna in the
Okay.
oven. I'll bring you a plate. Don't worry. I'll
Good.
find, you
Oh,
know,
no.
she's really got a bad attitude about all
She
this.
does. I got two dumbass kids. I got her and her brother. Well, I shouldn't say that. She's not dumb. She just got problems. He's dumb. He's dumb. Yeah.
She's good
Your
at
daddy's
Christmas.
that's your daddy I'm talking about. Trash. He's dumb. He's about the smartest one in the whole dang family.
That's true.
Thanks.
DoorDash, maybe do you want a job? Maybe you could come work for me with my catering business.
Yeah, I could use a job. I feel like I've underapplied my talents thus far, and it seems like catering has a lot of de-escalation requirements that I think I could be pretty good at.
Yeah, you would be amazed how many anger management courses they offer specifically for caterers. It's
Oh.
wild.
Do I need to fill out I have cards in my car.
Oh no, honey, I know you. I know your family. You're hired. You're hired.
Mickey, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Do you know what I'm saying that for?
No.
I'm sorry that my daughter's just gonna be a pain in the ass for a while. She'll get better. Her mom was like this.
Mine too.
I recommend getting high a lot.
Oh, I am.
Okay.
Wait, are all y'all high?
Cheryl
yeah.
and Kathy in the back.
The secret is the sauce that I make. It's half Prego and half Rouse, and you mix them up, and then I throw about a pound of ground beef in there, and then yeah, that's my sauce. It's a secret. Don't tell nobody. That's really the secret to catering. You know, it's like finding little tricks of the trade, you know, finding little tricks that work, you know, on a dime, that and making large quantities of things. You know what I mean? Like if somebody says they're a vegetarian, your first impulse might be to make a big old plate of things you can do.
You know, Kathy, Sherilyn, excuse me.
I'm Sherilyn.
It is very good.
Oh,
But I have to say, honey, you're fired. You're fired, darling. Okay.
well, why?
Because you're like you're like a fly, okay? You're like a fly that just buzzes around your car and you're driving at top speeds down 95 and you can't get it to go away. And then you hit the fly, you think it's dead, and then you're annoyed because it's dead in your car and you can't do anything about a dead fly in your car. And then you're like, well, that's better than a live fly in your car. And then you go flying around again like you weren't actually dead in the first place. You just acted dead. That's what you are. You're just like a fly in the car that just won't die. Sherilyn, I'm sorry to say that to you because you know I love you. I know we've been best friends for I don't know how long, how old we are. I want to talk about that, but you know, you just gotta go, okay? It's very good though. And I'm gonna take that recipe, honey. I'm gonna take that.
I hope I'm not interrupted. Kathy, I wasn't gonna tell you this weekend, but Sherilyn's your new mama. We've been seeing each other for a while now. We didn't want to tell you before your big event.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick. What?
Now, Kathy, I just want you to know, I don't expect you to call me Mama, but maybe just like Ma or Mama Sherilyn or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And listen, if the if the house is a rocking, don't come a knocking. And that's your first
Oh,
warning.
that's why
Oh.
I fell in love with this woman.
This is Mickey.
Oh,
Mickey, I just found out
Oh,
Daddy and Cheryl Lynn
Oh.
are together. What do you have to say about that?
Mama Sherilyn.
oh, do I call you mom now?
No, you don't call her mom. You don't call her anything. You call her Cheryl Lynn, just like always. That's
oh.
disgusting, Cheryl Lynn. Daddy, I'm
Oh.
ashamed. I'm disgusted and ashamed.
Kathy, you need to calm down. She's been catering around town for a while, and I go to lots of events, and I see her at the American Legion.
He loves all my cooking, let me tell you.
Oh, I
Oh,
can't.
no.
This
I
man
no.
cannot get enough.
Oh,
This is
You all right,
Cheryl Lynn,
Jordash?
you okay?
Hmm? Yeah.
Oh, I see.
what do you see, Mickey? What do you see? Just say what you see.
She re-upped on her eye.
What?
Yeah, what I miss.
Oh,
I invited you.
Dig into that lasagna there, Jordash. You're gonna eat
Oh,
that.
yeah.
You gotta tear that up.
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna get some of this. Oh,
It's gonna be good.
No,
I
Mickey,
don't
don't,
even
don't
need to
eat that. Don't eat that lasagna. That
it's
that
so
is
good.
And-
no.
That lasagna is very
really
good. Don't
good.
listen to Kathy. She's just in a mood because
Kathy, I
Oh.
I
don't
want to
mind.
tell you, Kathy. I called my friend, my friend Stinky. He's gonna bring some new koi. You got to throw them in the pond. They're gonna be fine. The Thompsons won't know. They haven't been here. We just put some new koi in there. They just fish. Nobody know what they all look like.
Mhm.
Hold up.
Mm.
I'm sorry, Mr. Stinky Ray's Coy. Since when?
Oh, he got woke a couple years ago after he had a heart attack.
What does being woke have to do with raising koi?
I don't know. I heard it on the TV.
Okay, but you
Remember
sure that he's
after-
raising good koi, quality koi, racing koi?
Yeah, Mr. Stinky. Stinky is diversified into 3 ventures right now. He is growing the marijuana that Jordash is smoking. He's raising the most beautiful and the fastest koi you ever seen, and he also is very deep in crypto.
Mm.
Oh,
Well, that is a lot more than I ever expected, Mr. Stinky. I mean, that man never says more than 2 words to me, and it's hey, Kathy. Sometimes he says, "Looking good, Kathy," and that's good. That's good news, Daddy. Thank you for bringing me good news. Thank you.
And the staff sergeant, she just gonna walk it off. She said, I've been in basic training. She said, I was a prison guard in Kuwait. There's nothing. So it's all you all made a fuss about nothing.
Okay, now hold on,
Kathy.
Sherilyn. Why are you shaking your head? Yes, like you knew this whole time.
She's your new mama.
I
No,
just
stop with that. No,
No.
no, Jordash, no.
Kathy, I just trusted.
Nice, Uncle Gary.
I just trusted that Gary would be able to sort it all out for you. Kathy, now turn that frown upside down and eat your lasagna.
I don't want this
Lord.
nasty.
You don't
it's
think
really
It's
good.
disgusting.
You don't think it's nasty. You just not 5 minutes ago asked me for the recipe. Now don't get all in a state just because me and your daddy are, doing the
Don't.
beast with 2 backs on every surface.
Sherilyn,
in Mobile.
just yesterday, you were telling me how I was like your mama, and now you're telling me that you want me to call you mama. Is that true? Is that right?
Well, honey,
Is that right, Sherilyn?
Well, honey, we live in Alabama, so I feel like it can go either way.
Y'all are disgusting. Disgusting.
Darling,
Mickey, what do you have to say to this, Mickey? Go ahead. Let him have it.
I'm just happy to be here.
Okay, Mickey, get the fuck out. Excuse my language. I just
No, what?
Does anyone want to smoke? We can just go outside. Won't get in the curtains.
Okay.
I would love
Okay.
a smoke.
absolutely
Yeah.
not. No, I do not. I do not partake in
I'm-
that.
I will join you. Mhm.
You all go out and smoke. I still got. You want to split this brownie?
Sure.
I like the edibles
Did
better.
Sherilyn make it?
No, Sherilyn didn't, but your new mama did.
I
That's
don't
our show.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Oh my.
Oh no.
Oh, excellent. That was a charity gala. Our
Our
first.
apologies to the state of Alabama.
And
And to the accent migration pattern from
Yeah.
Wisconsin to Alabama that some of us perpetrated in this set.
mine was all over the place.
That was fun. We hope your charity galas go better than that. I noted that there was no money donated, as far as I could tell. So
Well, that's weird.
we have been Dreamweaver.
Don't even know
Thank
what
you so
charity
much.
it was. Don't even know.
Women and Big Hat Society,
It was
right?
the women
Oh,
in
that's
Big
right.
Hats. Jordache.
I'm afraid of
right,
women in
thank you.
hats.
If you enjoyed that and you want to see us again, you can see us tomorrow on the Socially Distant Improv Facebook page at 8:30, where we'll do something different but something similar. Yeah, we do all this all the time. Thank you so much to Highwire for having us.
Yes, and we're just gonna wave and turn off the stream.
Yes.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.